Let's go to a call here. Let's go to Justin from Texas. What's up, Justin?
Hey, Clay, I've called your show and talked to you several times in the past, and I just don't understand how Jasmine Crockett, you're going to have to listen to someone who cannot win a election outside of unless she's with someone with 60% black or higher. She's basically a Maxine Waters, a younger version of Maxine Waters, and she's going to let talk to her about how to win an election in the future. It doesn't make any sense to me at all. I mean,
what
she is
elections have you won? What was the percentage of your one? What was the percentage of your margin in the last race that you ran for? Did you even run for dog catcher and win? What's your margins?
Of any place in DF in Dallas Fort Worth.
Okay, we're not gonna answer that part.
Well, listen. Not only she started locally, Jasmine Crockett started, I believe, in the state legislature.
She did
of in Texas. She's also been a lawyer. So I mean, it's kind of a bullshit argument, Justin. Margie Taylor Greene could not win in a predominantly black area. You know what I'm saying? So what's your point? You run it in an area where you've lived, where you grew up, where you've served, and that's what you're doing. So, and Jasmine Crockett also next to AOC, she's raised the most money for the Democratic Party recently. So I mean, she's doing some good work. You may not agree with her, but to say that, I mean, she's in Congress and you're not, and it's such a ridiculous argument that, oh well, she couldn't win outside of her area. And
that's the point. You run in your area, duh.
Yeah, couldn't win outside of your area. But Justin, you waited 15 minutes to say that. I know you like to call in and wait a long time to make these comments. So what's your overall statement? Because what you just said doesn't make any sense. I mean, could she be president? I don't know, but that's not where she is right now.
She's not running for president.
Most people run in their district. These aren't being in the state house, being in the House is not like she's won nationally. That's kind of how it works. People in her district vote for her. That's how civics works, brother.
Clay, I know how civics works. I'm saying she can't win an election outside of a popular. Lesser.
I mean that doesn't make any sense, brother. Like, maybe she's not a national candidate. Who cares? That isn't the point. Nancy Pelosi maybe would be able to win an election outside of San Francisco. Like, what's the point? You're not making. You're just calling in to attack, to say something. Are you mad that she has a platform and you don't? I mean, she don't know who you are, and you live in Texas. And
why don't you run against her and let's see how you do?
Yeah, why don't you run? Yeah,
you got all the answers.
I mean, Ted Cruz bombed running for president more than once, and that's the person that you vote for. So what's your point, Justin? Like, it's just you're not making any sense.
Okay, Clay. Like I said, y'all can say what you want to say. Keep listening to people like Reesei and her, who are basically far left black women. They're far left. You're not going to win elections doing that. This country is center right. So keep doing what you're doing. Keep telling people what you're telling them, the victimism, everything else you're saying, all talk about race all the time. You're not going to win elections. So
Justin,
keep doing what you're doing.
You know what you're doing right now? We're winning because you wait such a long time to talk to us. Oh, and the funny thing is, you talk about far left Reecie. You only call in on Reecie days. So there's something in your soul. Your insides get tingling when Reecie brother, you called in like 10 minutes into this show. Your insides tingle for Reecie Colbert.
Justin, I really had that effect on people, honey.
Justin, I got a question. This is with all due respect, because you've called it enough. We could chop it up. Justin, are you partnered with a black woman?
I don't have. I'm single right now.
Oh,
you don't say.
So you need a woman in your. That's what. See, he needs a woman in his life. And listen to this. Oh my God. As a conservative black man, you got to find yourself a woman, Justin. Why don't you have no? How come you ain't partnered up with nobody? How old are you? How old are you, Justin?
Clay,
Justin, how old are you, brother? Justin, how old are you?
I'm 47. I'm 47.
47, and you're single. Wow, you not
in Texas.
You need to find yourself a queen in Texas. What kind of women do you like?
What?
What kind of women do you like?
I like women who are conservative. I like Republican women. So that's not too many black women that are Republican. So a woman that's
there's a lot of Republicans in Texas. Why they don't? Why
and you just said not enough black women. There aren't too many black women who are conservative.
Yeah, that's okay. He can like who he like, Clay. He can like it. I don't think black women are pining.
He always brings you up. He brings you up all the time. Like he gets all worked up. He doesn't really know his facts well or how civics works, but he does this. It's just so funny to me. It makes me.
Listen, a lot Justin, of people I'll give you love to get my attention, honey. I get it. I get it. I would love to get my attention too, honey.
From a woman. What'd you say?
I said I would love to get my attention too. If I was on the outside, I'm like, oh yes, I got to talk to her. She's like,
But Justin, I'm gonna give you a final comment because you know I'm a nice guy.
Well, Clay, you got a good show. I won't leave with anything negative. I say what I had to say. Just keep doing what you're doing, and you're helping us win elections. I watch your show; it motivates me to vote. So keep doing what you're doing. But you do got a great show. I'll give you that.
Keep doing what you're doing. Go ahead, Reecie.
I mean, listen. People love to get attention, honey. They don't mind getting negative attention. But it's all good. I am going to keep doing what I'm doing because I'm winning in life. Okay. I was just last night at Club Quarantine Front Row Center, honey. Okay. I was seen. I was very much living. So I will keep doing what I'm doing. Everything I'm doing is working out quite well for me. And keep watching. You're going to see me in even more spaces.
Laz from New York, first time caller. What's up, Laz?
What's going on? How you doing? Good afternoon.
Hello.
Doing good. What's up?
Yeah, I don't think y'all was fair with that with the man that was just on. I think that's one of the problems the Democratic Party has today. You individuals with individual thought or individuals who don't think like you or share the same thoughts as you, you're criminalizing them or you're demonizing them. I don't think that's fair.
Criminalize
him because he had a view that you don't agree with. That's not cool. And I think the Democratic Party today is going to lose more people because of that.
Actually, I think it's quite the opposite, Laz. I think a lot of Democrats are super passive, and they're making a lot of space for folks they don't agree with. I think it's really hypocritical that you're saying that when the Republican Party is literally disobeying court orders coming from courts. They won't even. They'll say, "I have a disagreement, and I'm not even going to abide by the rule of law." So I think it's kind of funny that you're saying that, and you feel like this is the problem with the Democratic Party.
And first of all, we're not the Democratic Party. We're not. Clay Hayden and Reecie Colbert. I'm not an elected official. I'm not a party official. I'm Reecie motherfucking Colbert. But it's also funny how people feel like they can call in and be insulting, and we're not supposed to say nothing back. This man has called in repeatedly, and every time he got something nasty to say, especially about me, and you think I'm not supposed to respond to that? Fuck you.
And for him to bring up, don't
piss me off because that's crazy. He all like. Do y'all not see? Y'all have to understand. Y'all talking to human beings on the other side of this. You cannot call into somebody's show and being insulting to them repeatedly and think that nobody gonna say nothing back to you. I don't give a damn about if that loses votes for the Democratic Party. You're not gonna talk to me in your kind of way. You're not gonna call up here and be insulting to Clay or to myself without getting a response. Period. So if that's what you voting on, you voting for the Democrat or not voting Democrat based on that, as opposed to motherfucking your health care, as opposed to your rights to have due process, to be a citizen, climate change. Come on. That's very stupid and small of you. And perhaps you are so privileged that you don't have to make decisions on your life based on things that will impact you, because maybe you think it doesn't matter. So you can make a decision based on how we talk to somebody who's talking to us crazy. I wouldn't admit that. I will not brag about that. I will not admit that. I will keep that to myself because that sounds very dumb. Very, very dumb. When I go to the booth, I'm voting for my daughter. I'm voting for my autonomy, for my citizenship. I'm voting for my husband as a Black man. I'm voting for my family. I'm voting for the future of this planet. That's what I'm voting for. Not who said what, how they said, whoever. I don't give a fuck. That don't have nothing to do with me and my casting my vote. And I would never, ever, ever be proud to admit, if I were in your shoes, that, I heard 2 radio show hosts and they fuck the Democratic Party. That's stupid as shit.
They weren't nice enough to somebody who's called in and been insulting repeatedly. Laz from New York, who did you vote for?
Lord Jesus.
Am I still
Who
on
did
the
you
line?
vote for? Who did you
Am I
vote
still
for,
on the
Laz?
line?
Who did you vote for,
All
Laz
right.
from New York?
This is the problem. This is the problem here.
No. I'm asking you a question. Let's have a conversation. You said to be heard. Let's have a conversation. Who did you vote for? I want to see if you really want to have a conversation. Who did you vote for, Laz?
When you want to ask me a question.
Laz, no, Laz. This is my show. This is your first time. Your first time caller. You may not know. So now I'm asking you, who did you vote for in 2024?
And I voted for Trump.
There you go. And that's fine. So just stand in it. So you talked about this is the problem. When you had Trump saying that Haitian immigrants are eating cats and dogs, when you as a New Yorker, he still says the Central Park Five, the exonerated five, are guilty. There's actually a lawsuit right now. And you're talking about playing nice, but you're just triggered. And it forced you to call in because maybe you heard that caller and it made it think of yourself. It made it think of you. You got triggered. You felt like it was about you, so a hit dog will holler.
Maybe he's a single 47-year-old Trump supporter, and so he felt a little triggered too. Anyway, go to hell. I'm so sick of people. We're not convincing you to vote for no motherfucking Democrat anyway. If you a Trump supporter, you a Trump supporter. Stand in it. Ain't nobody thinking about you. I don't want to support. I don't want Trump. I don't need Trump voters. I want the 89 million people who stayed home to get their ass off the couch. I have never in my life said we got to try to get Trump voters.
Right. That's part of the issue. We say get the non-voter.